Alright, so I'm recording this video for the second time. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault, but I promised it, so here it is. On Fridays, I dedicate time to... Why am I sitting like a nun? On Fridays, I dedicate time to trying new things with videos, and the result of that is what I like to call Friday Reel. Every single Friday, I release a 15 to 20 second clip with a challenge. Maybe it's trying new transition, masking, trying new effects, editing to sounds or to music, and just basically challenging myself. I put out a poll on Instagram last week to ask who wanted to see the behind the scenes and how it comes together, and unfortunately that video broke. Alright, so yeah, my screen is really not happy with the screen recording. So what we're going to do is we're going to work in reverse. I'm going to tell you how I did things now that they're done, and hopefully next time I can maybe do it correctly and not be such a failure in life. So the first thing that I do as a videographer is I wake up really early. Productivity starts from the moment my eyes open, and that sometimes is a long process. I can't lie. It's difficult to wake up early every day. I try. I really do, Mum. I'm sorry. But once I'm up, I'm active. It's very important for me to have a nice, healthy, balanced breakfast. You know, just some light literature, maybe a book, a podcast, some learning, just some Netflix. I watch Netflix just for like an hour, like at most 2 hours. But it's because the Peaky Blinders episode was really good, and then after that, obviously, mind, body, and soul, keeping all three things in check. Well, we have to make sure the body is in shape. So we do some exercise. This counts as exercise because I'm moving my hands. Okay? Thank you. Get out of here. If anyone likes Call of Duty, you know where to find me. In the Gulag. Welcome to the Gulag. And once all of those things are done, we can finally have a shower and start our productive day. It's research. That's what it is, research. It's research. That's what I'm doing, is research. Okay? So how do I go about making videos? It's pretty simple. There's two main areas. The first is planning and the second is doing. And if you plan well, you don't have to do too much. So for me, it was really important to find a place that was aesthetically pleasing to my eye before even touching the camera. And just walking around the center of Madrid, I was shocked. I don't really walk around too much because of coronavirus. But I found this place, it looked incredible, and I thought to myself, it would be really cool to add some movement to something that's very, very static. So I made a little plan of the kind of shots that I wanted, the kind of style that I wanted to do, and I went ahead, filmed it in, I think, under 2 hours. So the first step is import the footage into Final Cut or Premiere, whatever editor that you use. This step is pretty self-explanatory. The second thing was to find music. Now this step is very, very important, especially for me. If the music is already exciting before any visuals have been added, then the visuals are only going to be enhanced. I spend a lot of time scanning through my own library. I use Artlist for all of my music. They don't sponsor me yet. And then once I have the footage and the music, what I try and do is create some sort of narrative based on those two things. Sometimes these steps change order, but in this instance, I had the footage, I had the music, and now I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go. For me, the narrative of this video was quite simple. I wanted to start off with a wider shot to kind of establish where we are, and then really focusing on details and movement. That kind of carries the whole reel, and that's why I found it interesting. That's why I found the space quite cool, because every single one you went to was different, and I feel that that's what I wanted to capture with the camera, just going from one to another, to another, to another, to another. After that, we add in a little bit of color, a little bit of saturation. This is to your liking. I chose to go for something that was a little bit more bright and a bit more saturated than normal. The final step is to review the footage on a phone or a tablet, because at the end of the day, that's the majority of where people are going to watch it. So having a reference both on your laptop and on your phone to see what things look like is important. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to comment on this new setup with these two random fake plants, then you can do that as well. If you want to leave some hate, go over to another channel, like, subscribe, take care of yourself. Much love. That's all. done. 15 minutes, yay. And now I have to edit this. So the day in the life of a videographer, well, it's pretty much very normal. I mean, we do what everyone else does, which is close the notes that they had to read off. Come on, get it together. The process itself is a lot of planning and not so much doing. That's a lie, it's a lot of both.